Manners like a low grass line, never early, always on time. He knows a room is not a stage, and power don't need a lot of face. No heavy footsteps, no restless need. He understands the power of ease. He leaves the air just as it was, but somehow deeper than it was. The finest men don't rush the flame, don't leave a wound in every name. They know that control is rarely loud, but always felt beneath the crowd. He's seen men break from being more, from always trying to own the floor. So he keeps his footing clean and sure, and makes his own intentions pure. Whom he never dusted, still feels every quiet word. He doesn't need to bend the walls, his presence lands. His silence calls, of whom he never disturbs. There's a flame in him he never shows, a heat that only midnight knows. He keeps it low, he keeps it clean, a sharper man than he has been. He's been close to the edge before, stood where pride could start a war, but he chose the road with less applause, and lived his life by quiet laws. No wasted motion, no empty threat. He leaves the room with no regret. Not because he has nothing left, but because a man of fire knows how to protect his breath.
He's a man of measured fire, burning deep the rising higher. No wild sparks, no loud desire, just a soul of measured fire.
A room he never disturbs, still feels every quiet word. He doesn't need to bend the walls, his presence lands. His silence calls, a room he never disturbs.
Strength ain't noise,
And it ain't speed,
sometimes strength
it's what you leave, what you refuse, what you deny, what you survive without asking why.
Let the guitar ring soft and low
He'll leave,
before the ember shows.
still composed,
Still standing higher,
a man of measured fire. So when he rises,
no one stirs
yet something lingers.
where he was.
A room he never disturbs,
Quietly
remembers him. The hour sits well on him tonight, late enough to soften light, early enough to keep his name untouched by anything profane. Single lamp on a corner desk, paper spread across the racks, rain against the window frame, a man who builds without the fame. He isn't here to disappear, he's here to make the silence clear, to let the ache fall into place without it reaching up his face. No need for rescue, no need for charm. He keeps the break inside calm, the kind of quiet you don't perform, the kind of still you earn. sits well on him. Baby, that's what presence is. A man not asking to be seen. You're changing something in the room by staying thoughtful, dark and clean. He came here with a heavy chest, sat it down and let it rest. Not to erase, not to forget, just to keep the edges set. No loose reflection, no shadow thrown. He leaves with everything still his own. The layback fades, the glass is dim, still the hour sits well on him. This is what private hours feel like. No applause, no second light, just the weight of who you are, carried clean into the dark. The hour sits well on him, like a coal he's worn before. A quiet man in lowlit blue, with his back against the wall. He doesn't ask tonight some more, just keeps the silence at his core. The hour sits well on him. He walks out collected from the lowly room, not healed, not new, just leaving soon. A man who knows the worth of shape and what a calm departure saves. He doesn't drag the dark outside, he keeps it close and learns to ride, still carrying the weight. A quiet man with careful hands who never leaves too late. That's how a certain kind survive, by staying inward, sharp, alive, by letting music hold the weight without allowing it to break. The candles dim, the last notes fade. He steps into a colder air, still composed in every word. He walks out collected. Whiskey low, candle cup burns slow. Bold reflections dancing in the night. I sit still and let it breathe a while. No need to wear my hurt in plain sight. I learned the way to stay unmoved, how to carry storms inside my chest. Not because I'm numb, not because I don't feel, just because some weight deserves its rest. There are names I never call out loud. There are cracks I keep behind the wall. Still I keep my jacket straight and clean, and let the dark negotiate it all. Some men shout just to feel alive. I move like midnight and survive. No parade, no alibi, just fire living quiet behind my discreet like midnight, sipping clean, a cold new cut in a dimly scene. I don't need eyes to validate, I don't need noise to feel my way. Discreet like midnight, I carry storm without a sound, so somehow walls fall when I'm not around. I've had my heart in the wrong hand, learned early what that silence costs. So now I build with cleaner lines and keep my trust in what I haven't lost. I don't react, I don't betray, I let the moment pass away. Not weakness, not retreat, it's how I stay complete. A cheap thrill calls from across the bar. I've seen how quick a man falls far. So I choose restraint, I choose control. I keep my hands off hungry souls. A gentleman makes the heart a turn, so tomorrow doesn't burn. If doubt arrives, I'll let it sit, then stand up straight and handle it. It's green like midnight, slipping clean, a cold blue cut in a dimly seen. I don't need eyes to validate, I don't need noise to feel my way. Discreet like midnight, I carry stone without a sound, so somehow walls fall when I'm not around. No parade, no alibi, just fire living in my eyes. I stay silent, but I'm not gone. Like a low blue note, still lingering on. I don't need applause or for grace, I just meet the night face to face. One last drink, one quiet sign, I leave the smoke and close the night. I move like midnight, sharp and slow, with purpose that I never show. I carry storms beneath my coat, never turning them into a quote. No spotlight, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Discreet like midnight. The last glass catches candle glow. The room fills up with noise I don't need to know. They're loud in all the ways that empty people are, spending everything tonight on nothing with a scar. I sit still in the corner like a low brass line, never early to the drama, never crossing that line. I learned the cost of one wrong word, one careless move. A reputation built in years can crack in an afternoon. So I keep it clean, I keep it straight, I let restraint decide my way. Nothing loose, nothing wild, nothing I would be ashamed to claim. Nothing loose inside my name, nothing loose in his name. Nothing wild for the world to blame. He walks through dark with a steady frame. Nothing loose in his name. 3 a.m. and I'm the last to hold the floor, not chasing what the lot of men keep running for. I've seen them trade that depth for something temporary, borrow crowns and empty swagger, nothing legendary. My father taught me how to wait, how not to answer heat with hate. So I take my time, then choose what to carry, what to lose. And I keep it clean, I keep it straight, I let my silence seal my fate. Nothing wasted, nothing thrown, One in the office light, still burning low. Papers on the desk and nowhere else to go. Not because I'm lost, not because I failed. Just a man who works when everyone else has gone to sleep. I learned the price of talking too soon, of letting people in before you read the room. So now I keep my distance like a second skin, and everything I'm building stays protected deep within.
They mistook my silence for surrender. They mistook my calm for being dead.
But the quietest man carry the heaviest stones and never asks for help to move ahead. He keeps his distance well, still never turns to stone. A quiet man can guard himself without becoming cold. No bitter face, no hard goodbye. He just protects what lives inside, keeps his distance well. 3 a.m. the rain is steady on the gas. Another night of working while the weaker minds collapse. I don't need the validation, don't need a crowd to see. The only proof that matters is the man I'm choosing to be. Some build out in public life, posting every step and every fight. I'm building rooms that no one visits, in hours no one counts. The silent ones are the ones that amount. They'll notice when it's finished, they won't know how it was made. That's the power of the man who works deep in the shade. He keeps his distance well, still never turns to stone. A quiet man can guard himself without becoming cold. No bitter face, no hard goodbye. He just protects what lives inside, keeps his distance well. The candle bends, the last drink swells, the hour fades, the low band wells. He leaves the same way, he's the same. Shadows fade, shadows fade. He keeps his distance well, not from fear, but sharp inside. You know some closeness costs too much, and some hands bruise too soft to touch. He keeps his distance. He keeps his distance well. It's close to midnight and the candle burns low. The bar is almost empty, but I take it slow. Glass half full of something I don't need to name. Just a man at the table, keeping still in the flame. I don't explain the weight I carry under my coat. I don't perform the things I've lost or turn them into quotes. Some lessons get tattooed in places no one sees. I've been building in silence since I stopped trying to please. Though I once had their moment, spend everything they had, chasing noise and borrowed glory. Now they're calling what they lost at. I don't explain,
I just know
keep my storms behind the face.
that day's been short.
No witness needed,
No final stand.
just a quiet kind of fight in a steady hand. Oh, 2 a.m. the city settles into its own skin. I'm still here composing everything I keep within. Not because I'm cold,
Not because I'm poor.
not because I don't feel,
Not because I don't feel.
but a man who shows too much too fast loses what is real. I've watched good men come apart at the seam of a crowded room, trading dignity for applause,
Hold up on fire.
finding emptiness too soon.
Abandoned too soon.
I don't explain,
I don't explain.
I just endure,
Just endure.
keep my storms behind the place.
That day's been short.
No witness needed,
No final stand.
just a quiet kind of fight
Never step by.
in a steady hand.
Never stand.
The candle dims,
The candle dim.
I pray I leave.
May I leave.
Nothing loose in what I am,
Nothing pulling them.
nothing pulling at my sleeve. Past midnight and the bar light dims, the last song plays on tired strings. I keep my glass close to my palm, like old decisions keeping calm. They ask me what I'm thinking about, why I never let the feeling out. I just nod and take another sip. Some things are better than a careless slip. I keep the night folded close with no one sees. A gentleman with winter eyes and a mind that never pleads. Not because the cold don't reach me, not because I haven't bled, but some sorrows get more dignified when they're carried, not when they're said. Some hearts crack open in the street, mine learn silence, sharp in need. I made a code from what I lost and wear it now at any cost. I keep the night folded, filled with no one sees. A gentleman with winter eyes and a mind that never pleads. No open theater, no tragic art, I keep the night folded near my heart. There's a difference between hiding pain and giving sorrow a proper name. I chose to hold it, not perform, and that is how I survived the storm. I've seen confession turn to chains, the public moon that never drains. So I hold steady, clean and spare. a quiet strength beyond compare. Nothing wasted, nothing thrown, just the kind of sorrow a man can know. He doesn't scatter what he's known. He carries darkness like polished stone. No need to let the whole world in some. Healing starts beneath the skin. Private hours, slow and deep, where a man can lose and keep. I keep the night folded close when no one sees. A gentleman with winter eyes and a mind that never pleads. No hope in theater, no hope in theater, no tragic art, no tragic art. I keep the night folded near my heart. I once mistook restraint for fear till I watched louder men disappear. Now I know the finer art is how to guard a breaking heart. Pain gets clear, swallowed, it's still easier to shake with will. Not every bridge is meant to burn. Not every lesson needs to hurt out loud. So let the last slow guitar ring.
He lives with every
Still set within.
still set within.
He keeps the night folded and wears it well again. There's a calm that can't be bought, built from loss and second thought. He didn't find it in easy years. He built it slow through hidden tears. The kind of calm you earn after nights that make you turn, after pain you never name, after learning how to stand the same. He keeps the night folded. Light flickers low. I say with everything I'll never show. The city outside sells its easy heat, but I was made for quite a street. No need for thunder in my voice. I long ago made peace with my choice. The strongest walls I ever knew were built from silence carried through. I've seen emotion turn to show. Watch good men reduce and let go of all discretion, all control, just to make a crowded room feel whole. But I was made for lower tones, for private truths and older bones, for rooms where no one checks your name and midnight ask no questions of your pain.
No need for thunder.
No need for flame.
No need for flame.
To prove I walk
All through hurt and pain.
with my posture straight
My vision clear.
and a quiet kind of atmosphere.
No need for thunder.
I let the night
I let the night
speak for me. I've worn the long lines of resolve behind my eyes where no one delves. Not every scar needs to be shown. Not every battle leaves a stone. Some men mistake the calm for weak till they see what it protects beneath. A discipline built grain by grain from every private season of rain. I don't erupt, I don't confess. I breathe for pressure, settle rest. I trouble under my coat, never turning it into a quote. The finest strength is very loud and moves like smoke beneath the crowd. No desperate line, no final stand, just self-control in steady hands. No need for thunder,
No need for thunder,
no need for flame,
no need for flame.
to prove I was
Walk, we heard and came.
with my posture straight
My vision clear,
and a quiet kind
a quiet kind.
of atmosphere.
No need for thunder.
I let the night
I let the night
speak for me. I've lost a friend to careless words. Watch love die in the noise. So now I choose the soul truth, the kind that keeps its poison. Anger rises, I let it pass, like smoke drifting over glass. I don't negotiate my worth, I keep it steady from the earth. No fireworks, no vanity, just discipline. Walk it with me, a refined kind of silence that cuts deeper than a blade. Nothing loud tonight, just grace.
low blue fire.
I don't erase,
Not a borrowed word,
not a wasted claim.
just a man who let
The night explains.
no need for thunder.
No need for flame.
No night already.
Speaks my name. The study light burns and below, a glass untouched beside the things I'll never show. Papers on the floor from nights it cost me more than I was willing then to settle for. Oh, low flame in the corner, that's the kind of fire I keep. Never wild enough to ruin, never weak enough to sleep. I lost some faith, found out a man, and easy words that never end. So now I'm moved with cleaner lines and leave my deeper thoughts behind. He used to punch when he should wait, used to speak too close to fate. Now he knows the fine art of carrying steel inside the heart. A low flame in the cooler, that's the kind of fire I keep. Never wild enough to ruin, never weak enough to sleep. No wasted breath, no need to prove. I trust the way of measured moves. A low flame in the corner, burning only for the truth. Ooh, I've been close to the edge before, stood where pride could start a war, but I chose a road with less applause and built my life by quiet laws. If you look close, you'll understand steadiness inside my hands. How quiet men survive the There's no loose ends behind.
What looks like calm
It's something learned,
a lesson lived.
a lesson learned.
He knows that poise
Can cut through doubt.
and the finest power.
Need not shout, velvet discipline.
Smooth outside,
Still within.
he ends with
He
praise.
won't give in.
So let the candle
Flicker
he
fin.
wears
Like
restraint.
tailored steel.
Soft in shadow,
Heart within.
a low flame in the corner.
Still burning. Still burning. A.M. the last glass catches candle glow. The room fills up with noise I don't need to know. They're loud in all the ways that empty people are, spending everything tonight on nothing worth a scar. I sit still in the corner like a low brass line, never held it to the drama, never crossing that line. I learned the cost of one wrong word, one careless move, a reputation built in years can crack in an afternoon. So I keep it clean, I keep it straight. I let restraint decide my way. Nothing loose, nothing wild, nothing I would be ashamed to claim.
Nothing loose inside my name.
Nothing loose in his name. Nothing wild for the world to blame. He walks through dark with a steady frame.
Nothing loose.
Nothing loose in his name. 3 a.m. and I'm the last to overflow. Not chasing what the lighter men keep running toward. I've seen them trade their depths for something temporary. Borrow crowns and empty swagger, known for legendary. My father taught me how to wait, how not to answer heat with hate. So I take my time
And choose
what to carry,
what to lose.
and I keep it clean.
I keep it straight.
I let my silence seal my fate. Nothing wasted,
Nothing thrown.
nothing that could
But I
tell.
have grown.
Nothing loose in his name. Nothing wild for the world to blame.
He walks through dark.
With a steady frame. Nothing loose, nothing loose in his name. Some men collect a trail of smoke, a broken trust and reckless jokes. He leaves the room without that stain. Nothing loose inside his name.
One final knock. One final flame.
He disappears,
Awake, calm,
composed.
and hard to tame.
Nothing loose tonight.
Just grace.
No blue fire.
I don't erase.
Not a careless word, not a crooked line. Just a man who cared what was always mine.
Loose inside my name.
Just great.
Loose his name.
No blue fire.
Loose inside my name.
I don't erase. Not a careless word, not a crooked line. Just a man who cared what was always my name. 1 a.m. the city hums its tired song. I sit beside a candle I've known this long. No audience, no witness, no one keeping score. Just a man becoming what he's working toward. I build myself in narrow nights with careful words and smaller lights. Every scar beneath my skin taught me something. Loud men never win. I watch good men undo themselves, trying to empty crowded shelves of sorrow, pride, and old regret. But some accounts don't need reset. Not every debt should be repaid. Some are lessons a man has made. I keep a calm beneath the noise, quiet love inside my quiet choice. Velvet smoke, cold, low, and true. That's the rule I live my whole life through. No wasted words, no borrowed shame, just to cool away, to bear the flame. Velvet smoke, only the night and I will know. Raspy prayer, brush silver tone, teaches me how to stand alone. I don't announce what I survive, I keep it private, stay alive. There's smoke and shade and amber gold, a room where private men grow old. Not by years, but by what they know about holding firm and moving slow. I keep a calm beneath the calm, quiet fire inside my palm. No wasted nerve, no scattered flame. I let restraint protect my name. Some roads get clearer when laid down. That's where a stronger life is found. I was not made for borrowed heat. I'd rather walk on steady feet. Oh, velvet smoke, cold, low, and true. That's the rule I live my whole life through. No wasted words, no borrowed shame, just to cool away, to bear the flame. Velvet smoke, only the night and I will know. There was smoke and shade of gold, a room where private men grow old. I keep a cold beneath the calm, quiet love inside my palms. Velvet smoke, cold, low, and true. That's the rule I live by through. No wasted words, no borrowed shame, just to cool away, to bear the flame. Deep guitar, brush drum, silver tone, teach me how to stand alone. So let the last low string ring out. A man of silence has no doubt. The night already knows my name. Velvet smoke and quiet flame, cold and low and slow and true. Only The hush between chords I have learned to trust, more than promises, more than borrowed fuss. It tells me when to hold my ground and when to leave without a sound. I was not made for borrowed heat. I'd rather walk on steady feet. No shattered glass, no angry claim, just a quiet man, God in his name. I let all trouble pass me by, like smoke unhooked from the night sky. What stays with me is cleaner now, a cold breath, a private vow. Some roads get clearer when you lay them down. That's where the stronger life is found. No need for witness, no need for proof. I keep my silence like a roof. I leave no seam and I leave no stain. Just one more man who kept his name. No grand confession, no desperate plea. I let the midnight speak for me. I leave no seam and I leave no stain. A quiet man still carrying his name. Glass rings low, the hour shifts. I've seen good men come undone in this, trading everything they built for a room that never pays it back. My father taught me how to wait, how not to answer heat with hate. So when temptation calls my name, I ask what kind of man remains. There's honor in deliberate choice. There's strength in never needing noise. I close the tab, I leave the chair, still felt in rooms I'm no longer there. If I bend, I bend with care, never far enough to disappear. The hush between the chords I trust keeps my name above the dust. I leave no seam and I leave no stain. Just one more man who kept his name. No grand confession, no desperate plea. I let the midnight speak for me. I leave no seam and I leave no stain. A quiet man still carrying his name. Clings catch the candle flame, like little mirrors calling out my name. I made mistakes I won't repeat. Learn the hard truth in quieter beats. I don't explain what I survive, I just keep going, staying alive. I don't trade dignity for relief. I hold my tongue, I hold my grief. One last drink, one quiet sign. I leave the smoke and close the night. Still composed, still standing fine. A quiet man, guarding what is mine. I leave no seam, I leave no stain. Just midnight and my name. its ground. The kind of hour that makes no sound. I sit with what the years have cost, counting nothing, giving up or lost. There's a calm that can't be bought, built from loss and second thought. He wears it now in every glance, like someone sharpened by circumstance. He didn't find it in easier years. He built it slow through hidden tears, night by night and choice by choice, trading comfort for a quieter voice. He used to push when he should wait, used to speak too close to fate. Now he knows the finer art of carrying steel inside the heart. The kind of calm you earn after nights that make you turn, after pain you never name, after learning how to stand the same. No wasted nerve, no scattered flame. He lets restraint protect his name. The kind of calm you earn. That's why his silence isn't weak. It's the language of a man made deep, a quiet discipline that burns into the kind of calm you earn. I've seen loud men face the quietest day, spending everything and losing the way. So I chose the road with less applause and built my life by quieter laws. No empty swagger, no borrowed crown. I lift myself without loud sound. No wasted motion, no hollow thread. I'll leave the room with no regret. Some lessons only silence teaches, some strengths only darkness reaches. The man who holds through every storm arrives at something past the norm. The kind of calm you earn after nights that make you turn, after pain you never name, after learning how to stand the same. No wasted nerve, no scattered flame. He lets restraint protect his name. The kind of calm you earn. So let the candle light return to every line that time has turned. He leaves behind what few discern. The kind of calm you earn. Not given, not performed, not borrowed from a crowd, just built in silence, layer by layer in rooms that don't allow a sound. A quiet discipline that burns clean into the man he chose to be. After pain you never name, after learning how to stand the same. No applause, inside and heart within, the kind of calm you earn. The kind of calm you earn. Past midnight, the bar crowd thins. I watch the loud ones at it again, spending everything they have tonight on rooms that won't remember them by light. I never chase the noise in here, never confuse the heat with clear. I learned too much from louder men to let that lesson happen again. He keeps his distance, keeps his pace. He lets the restless fall out of place, never reaching for the crowd. A man can lose himself trying to stand out loud. He's got a stillness built from strain, from private losses, nameless pain. And every choice he makes at night keeps his conscience clean and tight. I don't chase the noise, never reach for the crowd. A man can lose himself trying to stand out loud. No rush for glory, no need to prove. I trust the power of measured moves. I don't chase the noise, I never will. The quietest men are building still. Maybe that's why his shadow stays long after all the loud ones fade. A room remembers quiet men more than the ones who chase the end. He pays and leaves without a voice, still carrying his careful choice. And somewhere in the thin and blue, the noise keeps missing him right through. He never chases what the room applauds. He keeps his stillness like a set of laws. No empty motion, no hollow need, just a man who plants and lets it seed. No need for drama, no need for proof. He stands more solid inside the truth. The ones who shout to on the floor find silence waiting at the door. I don't chase the noise, never reach for the crowd. A man can lose himself trying to stand out loud. No rush for glory, no need to prove. I trust the power of measured moves. I don't chase the noise, I never will. The quietest men are building still. That's why his shadow lingers long after all the loud are gone. The room remembers quiet voice more than the men who chase the noise. He keeps the night folded in his coat, all regrets in a careful note. Nothing wasted, nothing thrown, just a kind of sorrow a man can own. I don't chase the noise, I keep my place. I let the silence hold its space. The quietest men build the most long after everyone else has gone. The room remembers quiet men long after the noise ends.
Midnight again, glass in hand, knowing when to stay, when not to stand. Candle shadows cross the table slow. I learned long ago what not to show. Not reckless words, not borrowed pride, just a steady flame I keep inside. A careful man don't chase the noise, he trusts the way of smaller choices. There are nights that test your name, try to dress your hurt in blame, but I let the moment pass me through and keep my balance like I do. No need to force what time won't give. Grace is in the way you live. I don't compete for sympathy, I keep my silence as my key. Midnight etiquette, calm and slow. That's how I carry what I never show. No reckless words, no borrowed pride, just a steady flame I keep inside. Midnight etiquette, the quiet art of knowing when to leave before it starts. I've held regret like winter air, still kept my posture clean and fair. No need to tell you what I've seen, I make my choices sharp and lean. If I decline, it's firm and kind. No extra words to change your mind. I don't explain my steady hands, I don't rehearse for your demands. Let them guess, let them assume, I keep my dignity in the room. Not for you, not for the crowd, just for the man I chose out loud. I won't explain the path I chose, I wear my strain like tailored clothes. Let the questions fill the air, my silence answers from right there. Midnight etiquette, calm and slow. That's how I carry what I never show. No reckless words, no borrowed pride, just a steady flame. I keep inside. Midnight etiquette, the quiet art of knowing when to leave before it starts. The loud ones face the quietest day. That's the price and that's the way. I've paid my dues in private hours, built my calm from broken towers. No need to list what I survived. I'm here composed, and that's the prize. The gentleman doesn't chase a crowd. He holds his power quiet, proud. I don't negotiate my worth, I keep it steady. From the earth, one last night, one final breath. I leave with style and nothing left. Not a careless word, not a crooked line. Midnight etiquette, still mine. The hour folds, the candle thins. I straighten up and close it clean. No drama left, no scene to face. Just midnight etiquette and grace. And grace.
In the hands of a broken life, where the steel meets dirt and time, I carried weight I never showed, walked a path I never chose. They tried to grind me into stone, turn my fire into cold, but something deep refused to fade. Something stayed, something remained. Through the streets where silence grows, where every man just learns the code, I built my name without a sound, turned my falls into my ground. Every scar a truth I keep, every promise buried deep. No second chance, no rewrite down. Just this voice, this smoking ground. I became what I survived. Not broken, not deprived. I became what I survived. Through the fire, I arrived. No chain can hold what I became. I
dawn cuts through the smoke, and the past is all I wrote. I don't run, I don't explain, I remain through every pain, through the action, through the way, through the past I never say. I became what I survived. That's the only thing that's I fall with truth, not a lie left in my name. Every step I took alone, still I'd walk it all the same. Brothers near, we share a fire, through the fall, through the wire. No need to speak, no need to pretend. We endure until the end. When the fire meets the sky and the last light goes down, I won't fade, I won't run. I was made from this ground. I became what I survived. Still alive, still the same, still the fire, still the flame, still the flame. I became what I survived. Through the fire, through the flame. Yeah, no chain, no hand, no name, just a man. I became slow. Yeah. Midnight echoes down the avenue. Streetlights flicker like they always do. Footsteps slow on a broken line. Every shadow knows this name of mine. Smoke curls up like a quiet prayer, calling and whispering through the air. I don't run, I don't chase the crown. I just sit while it's handed down. Old scars hidden beneath the suit. Truth don't speak, it just shows the proof. Every deal carved in shades of gray. You don't win if you play it safe. In the silence where legends lie, no applause, no reason why. In the silence where I remain, no parade, no need to explain. Voices talk, but they never know how the silence can steal the show. In the silence where legends lie, that's where I learned not to ask why. I've been lost, I've been cut, I bled. Now I move like a word unsaid. I'm the calm in the dead of night. I'm the fire with no light. No need for words, no need for sound. Still the whole world turns around. Speed low when you cross my line. Everything here runs on time. Why? In the silence where I remain, no parade, no need to explain. Voices talk, but they never know how the silence can steal the show. Legends lie, that's where I learned not to ask why. Time don't heal, it just makes you wise. Teaches truth through 1,000 lies. I don't speak what I can't defend. I don't start what I cannot end. You want power, you want throne, better learn how to stand alone. No crown, no need to pretend. Just a path that never bends. In the silence where legends lie. No applause, no reason why. No name on these worn out doors, just footsteps lost on hollow floors. I left my past in borrowed ground and burned the lines I never found. I don't belong to any side, no flag to raise, no truth to hide. I walk alone, I stake my claim, a ghost that answers to no man's name. Old debts that whisper through cracked glass, every shadow remembers a past. But I don't flinch, I don't explain. Something survives by taking pain. Let them talk, let them guess. I've been more, I've been less. Every scar rode my road, took the fire, kept the cold. A ghost that answers to no man's name, a quiet presence without a claim. I walk alone, I stake my ground, a ghost that makes no living sound. When the night erases every trace, no one left to take my place. That's the cost, that's the game, living life with no man's name. I don't belong and that's okay. Footsteps fade, but not the weight. Something I carry, something innate. Through the streets where nothing stays, I move through all my hollow days. No direction left to find, nothing resting in my mind. That's the game, living life with no man's name. In a place I can't return, where the past still seems to burn, I left pieces of my name in the middle of the flame. They scrum. That's the game.
Same road, same place, same room. Nothing left, nothing to find. Same old thoughts, always here. Same old silence in my mind. I walk the same way every night. Same shadows under broken lights. Nothing shifts, nothing moves. Just different versions of the truth. Every face just fades away, like they were never meant to stay. I don't ask what it all means. I've lived too long and in between. Nothing ever changes here. Same old thoughts I always hear. Same old silence in my head. Same old things I never said. Same road, same place, same room, a different dark. The same old wound. Same streets, same rain, same me. A man too deep to be set free. I don't fight it, I don't try. I just let it pass me by. Just me again in the same place without a trace. Same cold, same dull, same hollow face. I built this pattern like a wall, so high I barely feel the fall. Every night I disappear when nothing ever changes here.
slow across my view. Like every memory I outgrew, not gone enough to set me free, just there enough to follow me. I don't hold on to what I lose. I've learned to walk without a choose, and every step just feels the same, a different path without a name. Same road, same place, same room, yeah, same me. Same road, same place, same room. Same road, same place, same room. Nothing left, nothing to find. Same old thoughts, always here. Same old silence in my mind. I walk the same way every night. Same shadows on the broken lights. Nothing shifts, nothing moves, just different versions of the truth. Every face just fades away, like they were never meant to stay. I don't ask what it all means. I've lived too long in between. Nothing ever changes here. Same old thoughts I always hear. Same old silence in my head. Same old things I never said. Same road, same place, same room. Nothing left, nothing to find.
me.